Hey everyone, 12V power is scary. It's scary to see stories of melting connectors and melting graphics cards and things like that. So if you were doing a build and you've got 12V power cable from Corsair, you might be wondering, is that reversible? Like, are there certain rules you should follow when plugging it into the PSU and your graphics card? And the short answer is yes, it's reversible, but only with certain Corsair PSUs, which gets very confusing. So with some of them, you should not reverse them, but with other ones, you can. So let's dive into the detail very quickly to teach you what you need to know. So if you've got a very modern Corsair PSU that has a native 12V 2x6 slot or a native 12V slot if it's ATX 3.0, and then that comes with a 12V power cable that has 12V connector on one end and 12V power on the other end, you can reverse that. That is a reversible cable. But if you've got an older Corsair PSU, what that might actually come with is a cable that has two 8-pin connectors on one end and 12V power on the other end. And that's designed to obviously power like NVIDIA high-end graphics cards from the 1450 series by using standard 8-pin PCI Express power on the PSU side. So you plug those two 8 pins on the PSU and then the other bit into your graphics card. And that is not reversible. Like if you got that cable and then you kept hold of it and then you bought another Corsair PSU that actually did have that native slot, you're probably not going to be able to turn it around and plug that in. In some cases you might, because it depends. Some Corsair PSUs and cables are Type 4 and some are Type 5. So if you've got a Type 5 cable, then you might be able to do that, but I wouldn't want to risk it, to be honest. So in other words, if you've got an older Corsair PSU from like 4 years ago that comes with that cable that you plug the 8-pin end into the PSU, I wouldn't want to actually reverse that cable. But it gets even more confusing because some Corsair PSUs actually come with a cable that is reversed again. So actually those newer Corsair PSUs that have the native 12V slot, that actually comes with a cable that you plug 12V power into the PSU, and then you get 8-pin ends into the graphics card, which is completely confusing. The reason for that though is many modern builds might need 3 or 4 PCI Express cables. For example, a high-end AMD graphics card might need 3 separate cables, and then if you've got a Corsair system hub, that might need a 4th PCI Express connection. So actually if you've got one of those really modern Corsair PSUs with a native 12V slot, it is actually quite useful to use that cable where you plug the 12V end into the PSU, and then you get extra, 8-pin connectors on the other side for your GPU and your fan hubs. Hopefully that all makes sense. I don't know if I've just made it more confusing. The short answer though is that actually as long as you don't mix and match cables between different PSU generations, the native 12V to 12V cable is reversible. But all the other Corsair 12V cables with 8-pin on the other end, they are probably not reversible. So hopefully that makes sense. But if you've got any further questions, then please drop me a comment. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button and please subscribe to see more short videos like this. Thanks for watching.